Hello guys, this is Becca and little Zelda, Mama's gorgeous little girl. She is awesome. Look how beautiful. I'm head over heels in love with this baby girl. I am head over heels and she just makes me happy. She just makes me happy with her beautiful little smile. I just love her. She's so snuggly. Ah, I don't know. I may have to put the other babies on hold for a while and just have this one for a few days. Oh my goodness, she's awesome. If you like Paradise Gallery's dolls, you will be head over heels in love with this one. Oh my goodness, she's awesome. Okay guys, hi, this is Becca, and it's time for Rocking with Becca. And this video may be a total disaster. Oh, I know I probably look terrible. If I look anything like I feel, I look terrible. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to take water breaks. For one thing, I've had way too much sugar and way too much caffeine already today. My sugar was good for me. When I got up this morning, it was 223, and that's pretty good. I mean, it's been being like in the 250s and even sometimes above. So, excuse me, since the doctors put me on this new medicine, it's been going down, even with all the sweets and everything I've been eating through the holidays. And maybe whenever the holidays is over and I get my diet straightened back out, it'll come up, down even more. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, I am Becca, and every Saturday I try to do a video called Rocking with Becca. And it's where I just come and I rock a baby, and I didn't realize she had ruffles on her booty. She has little ruffles on her booty. I made her sleep in this dress last night because I didn't want to change her. She's so pretty. So she had to sleep in this dress. I know, Mama's bad. But Rocking Rebecca is where I sit in my rocking chair, rocking a baby, and we just have a chat. If you're new to my channel, I yawn a lot. Don't know why. I just do. I think it's anxiety. Personally, I think that's what it is. And I have a great big reason to be yawning a lot today. We'll get into that later. But what I do on Rocking with Becca is I share with you the baby of the day, which is my little Zelda for today. I think she's going to be Zelda Ann. Mama's little Zelda Ann. And so she's the baby of the day. I also give a shout out to a channel that I am subscribed to that is under 1,000 subscribers, trying to help boost their subbies, for, you know, try to help them out to get more subbies. So I will be giving a shout out in a few minutes. And then I usually have a topic that I talk on. And if you hear a rattling sound, Macy went and dug in my garbage by my recliner where I have a water bottle, empty water bottle, and she's pulled it out of the trash, and she's up on the bed over there chewing on it. So you'll probably hear a lot of crinkling of plastic. So anyway, I usually have a topic to talk on. Today is just going to be, the topic is going to be trying to calm myself. That's what's today. I gave you the topic title before I got into the topic, but the topic today is calming myself, okay? So, I've already showed you the baby of the day. Let's do our shout out. I want to shout out a channel that I'm pretty new to. And I've only watched a couple of videos, but I've really enjoyed the ones I have watched. Her channel name is Crafty Churchy Nursery. And she only has 456 subscribers. So, I would love for you to go over to her channel and check her out. See if it would be something you'd be interested in watching. And if so, subscribe to her and let her know I sent you. The videos I've watched so far are very interesting. She has a lot of beautiful dolls. She has, just by going to her channel page and clicking on videos, and it just shows the titles and the thumbnail for each video. Just looking through that, she has a lot of different type of babies. Looks like she has some vintage babies. She has reborns. She has alternative dolls. Looks like she has even like the little small ball jointed dolls. Like I said, I've only watched a couple of her videos. But I've enjoyed the ones I've watched. So if you looking for some new content, go over and check her out and see if you would be interested in subscribing to her. And if so, let her know I sent you. So that is the shout out. That's the baby of the day that I'm snuggling with. And again, like I said, the topic is calming myself. I'm kind of coming on here. I mean, I do Rockin' with Becca, try to every Saturday anyway, if I'm at all able. But today, I told my husband, he was sitting inside here with me for a little while because I had an anxiety attack, and I'll tell you about it. But I was sitting here, and he was sitting in here with me, and I told him, I said, you don't have to stay inside with me. I need to get some normalcy to my life. I said, I just need to go do my video and get back to my normal routine. And so he's outside, looking around outside. But I had a panic attack earlier. My youngest son, I've mentioned it before, I don't see him very often. He don't come around very often. It's been a long time since he's come to visit. He has something against me. I don't know what, I really don't understand it. I don't know what I've done. He don't want to talk about it. I don't know. All I can figure is he expects us to be like his in-laws that are very outgoing, that apparently are in good enough health they can do things. You know, my daughter-in-law's mother goes and goes and goes to them, visiting them every week, and she lives 2 hours from them, but she drives every week to go be with them in church on Sunday mornings. You know, she's just an outgoing person. She don't mind going by herself and doing things and driving distances to go to them. And I'm not physically able to do those things. I wasn't able to attend ball games and things like that as their children were growing, as my son, you know, my grandchildren were growing up. I wasn't able to go and be in, you know, sit on bleachers and heat or cold, you know, just I just wasn't able to do things like that. That's all I can think of that would cause him to feel like by me like he does, but that's all here and there. But anyway, they have, my daughter-in-law's parents live about 45 minutes from us, and my son and his wife and family goes and visits them quite often, and don't come here. Just 45 minutes away from me, where my son and them lives 2.5 hours from us. And so my daughter-in-law's parents are between us and my son, only 45 minutes away from us, so they're further away. You know, what I'm trying to say is they're not just right there by my son. They're 2 hours away. You know, hour and a half, 2 hours away from my son. And so my son and his family, they come, or they go to her parents and stays with them, visits with them, you know, a lot of times, and goes back home and never comes to see us, and we're only 45 more minutes away from them. And so I guess with it being Thanksgiving, my son must have felt like, you know, he felt obligated to try to get with us. They had their travel trailer and had been at my daughter-in-law's parents for Thanksgiving. And so I guess they were going back home today. And so my son kind of felt obligated. Well, in the process of him trying to spend time with us, we had to travel 30 minutes toward them, and they only traveled 15 minutes toward us. I had to leave the house this morning to be at the town 30 minutes away to have breakfast. Had to be there by 9 o'clock to have breakfast with my son and his wife and daughter. My grandson, he's 20 years old. He didn't come, or he might have went to his other grandparents, but he went home. He didn't come see us. So anyway, all that being said, my son got in touch with us. I think it might have been Thanksgiving, or it might even been Wednesday. He asked if we want to meet somewhere for breakfast this morning. And so I felt obligated. I felt like, you know, well, I guess I need to try to put out the effort to go and have breakfast with him. And so, you know, hubby always asks me before he gives answers, because he knows how my anxiety is and everything. So I kind of felt like this was one of those things that I felt like I had to do. You know, I tell you, I don't leave the house unless I just absolutely have to. And this morning kind of felt like one of those times that I just had to go. Try to, you know, meet him halfway, or a little over halfway. To have breakfast with him and his family. And so I told hubby, yeah, I would try to go. So we set up a place, like I said, set up a meeting spot, which, you know, we traveled the most amount of time between us and her parents. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, we went, and, you know, it was I felt anxiety last night. But I went ahead and went. Felt anxiety on the way. And we got there and we had to wait a little bit on them. They were a little late. We got there early and they were a little late. So we had to sit there a little bit before they got there. The longer I sit there, the more I felt my anxiety raising, just, you know, gradually getting more and more. Then they got there and we ordered breakfast and got our food. And to be honest, I didn't say much of anything. I mainly just sat there. My son didn't direct anything toward me. He didn't talk directly to me in any situation. He talked with my husband. I talked some with my daughter-in-law and granddaughter. But about the only thing that me and my son said to each other was we hugged whenever he come up. He asked how I was doing. I said fairly well. Whenever we started to leave, we hugged. He said, "Good to see you." I said, "Good to see you." And that was basically the conversation that I had with my son. Because I don't know how to act around him anymore. I really don't. So, you know, if we'd have just sat there, the first hour was fine. You know, I mean, I had anxiety, but I was coping with it, and it wasn't just skyrocketed. It wasn't outrageous. It was just, you know. But then it started ticking on. We were sitting there, went on to an hour and a half. And by the time the hour and a half, you know, by the time it reached an hour and a half, my anxiety was, oh my goodness, it was all I could do to deal with it. I just kind of sat there with my head, you know, hanging down, my eyes closed, my hand on my forehead, just trying to cope with the anxiety as it was rising. By the time we actually got in the car to leave, I was in a bad shape. I was in a bad shape. And you see people that has what we call hidden afflictions. You know, the people that see us don't realize what we're going through, what we're feeling. And because it's mental instead of a physical ailment, people think we should be able to just press through and go on and do anyway. And by the time we finally was pulling up in the driveway, I told my husband, I said, because at that time I was shaking and I wasn't crying, but I was shaking and I was in such a shape. And I told him as we was fixing to pull into the driveway here at the house, I told him, I said, this is it. This is the last time. He said, what you mean? I said, this is it. This is my last time of going if I don't feel like I can go. I said, if Derek wants to see me from now on, he's going to come here to see me. If he can't come here to see me, then so be it. He just won't see me. I said, so I'm telling you now, if it ever comes another time, that Derek gets in contact with you and wants to know if you want to meet somewhere, you can just go ahead and tell him no. you can just go ahead and tell him that he can come see me here or whatever. I said, because nobody knows what I go through. Nobody understands what I'm feeling unless they go through that same thing themselves. They don't know what I'm facing and what I'm feeling and what I'm dealing with. Well, by the time we got in the driveway and I got out of the car, I mean, when I got out of the car, I didn't even really feel like I could stand up and walk. I was just so jittery and so... By the time I got in the house, I had saved a little bit of my chicken biscuit. That's what I got this morning, was a chicken biscuit. I saved a little bit of it for Macy, and I come in and sit down at the kitchen table and started feeding her the chicken, and by the time I got her fed, I was boohooing. I had a panic attack. I was shaking. I was like, it wasn't just crying, although tears was coming, but it wasn't just crying, it was more like heaving. You know, I was just heaving. I was in a bad shape. And so hubby came in and you know, come and stood by me, wrapped his arms around me, trying to comfort me. And so I finally calmed down enough to quit heaving, and so from there I've been trying to recoup. Been trying to recuperate from that, but I just can't. I just can't. I hope I don't start crying. I know what I go through, and I know what I feel, and I know how horrible the feeling is, and why should I put myself through so much torment just to appease other people? Just because others think I should do things? Just to satisfy other people and do what they want to do? Why should I put myself through all that torture and torment? Because it don't only last at the amount of time that I'm away from home. It started last night, and it slowly built up, and then it peaked once I got back home. And now I'm trying to calm myself, and I'm trying to get back into my routine and get my nerves settled and get this anxiety to calm down. And it'll probably be tomorrow sometimes before I actually feel a relief from it. So it's not just the hour and a half that we were there that I have to feel this feeling. It starts before I get there, and it lasts a day. And so, especially if it gets to the point that it got to today, it takes me a few days to get over it. So why should I torture myself just because someone don't want to come a few more miles to visit me? I'm sorry, I may sound terrible to an outgoing person that's active with their family. You know, they may look down on me and think I'm awful. I can't help it. Nobody knows what I go through and what I deal with and what I face. And I'm an elderly person. I have illnesses, physical and emotional illnesses, and if my son don't love me enough to make the effort to come another 45 minutes to see me, then he can stay at his in-laws and visit with them and go back home and live his life and be happy. That's all I can say. I just, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Unless you go through it yourself, unless you have the same problem, the same situation, and unless it affects you the same way it does me, then you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I face. And my son never asked me, I mean, yeah, whenever he walked up and hugged me when he first got there, he said, "How you doing?" But that was just a form of greeting. It wasn't that he was concerned or even wanted to hear how I was doing. Never once did he address me in the conversations. Never once was he concerned to find out, you know, what's happening in my life or how I actually am. And I can't do it. This is it. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. And I'm sorry, guys. I knew I shouldn't have gotten on because I knew I was going to talk about it. But like I've told you before, I started my channel, well, I started out at the very beginning just to share my dolls. But as time progressed and things happened since 2020, I have used my doll channel as my therapy. I feel like I can talk with y'all, especially on Rocking with Becca. And I don't know, I'm just trying to get myself back in check. I'm trying to get, you know, my emotions back in check. And I felt like maybe coming on and talking would kind of help me to cope with it and to get through it. And so anyway, here I am. Here I am. Okay, so that's enough of that. Let's go to something more happy. Let's try to get back to normal things. Again, I want to remind you about the Decor with Dolls, if you don't know what that is. Every month, I started it in the middle of November, but the first of every month, I'm going to do a video where I have picked a little designated space to use to decorate with my dolls for the season, the theme, whatever it might, you know, whatever it might be. And the place that I picked was my faux fireplace heater. And on top of that, each month I'm going to change out my decorations, but I'll be using my dolls in my decorations on that heater, on top of the heater. You can add anything you want to with it, but you need to have, you know, a doll or however many dolls incorporated in your decoration. I'm inviting you to join, and all you do is find your little designated space and decorate that place. It can be just an end table, it can be anything. Just decorate that place using your dolls in it and using the theme that I give you for each month. When I put up my video in mid-November for fall, I told you December would be the decoration, the themes would be Christmas. And so I will have a video up on December 1st, which is tomorrow, showing my decorations for Christmas, for December, for Christmas. And in that video, I'll tell you, go ahead and tell you what January's theme will be. That way you will have the whole month to decide how you're going to decorate for the January theme. And maybe, you know, if you needed some items, you'd have time to get them, or whatever you chose to do to decorate for the theme for January. And I'll be telling you that in the December 1st Decor with Dolls for December. All I ask that you do is hashtag it Decor with Dolls 2024. That'll be for December. January, it'll be Decor for Dolls 2025. And that'll be all, you know, through the year. I would love for you to join in if you would like to. I'd love for you to tag me in it. And maybe even, you know, on one of my videos, let me know that you are going to be doing it, so I can be looking forward to seeing your video. So I'm excited about that. I have almost everything ready for the video. I'm really excited about it. So that will be coming up tomorrow. And then I want to let you know that I have added a membership to my channel. My members are called Happy Peeps. My, you know, YouTube channel name is Becca's Happy Place. So the members, you know, that joins the membership are called my Happy Peeps. And what that is it is a charge of $2.99 a month. And you can cancel at any time that you choose to. If you choose, you know, if you choose to join, you can cancel at any time that you want to. And what the membership is you will get special badges as you'll get badges the longer you're in the group. You'll get, you know, your badge upgrade as the longer you're in the group, in the membership. And then there's emojis in there that I've put there for you. You will get special updates on what's going on the channel that won't go out publicly. You will get some videos occasionally of behind the scene things. Matter of fact, I have one scheduled to go up tomorrow for behind the scenes of decorating for Decor with Dolls that you can only see if you are a member. I've seen other people do this, other dolly channels and other content, you know, any content creators. I've seen a lot of other ones have the membership, and it just gives, you know, a little extra. And I thought, you know, like this video today, it will be going public, but, you know, sometimes I might want to just talk about my anxieties and my problems and things that I wouldn't want to just put it publicly. But the members, you know, I might could talk with them, you know, in the group and feel more comfortable. Or, you know, because the videos that's for members only, that's the only ones that can see it, is the ones that's in, you know, my Happy Peep group. And so, you know, and it too, it will give me a little money to be able to put back into the channel. You know, just to buy fun things to share with you. And I know $2.99 a month is not a lot, but you know, if I get a few members, then it will give me a little bit of extra spending money, and that I can put back into the channel. And I'm not begging, guys. I'm just letting you know that it's there. You don't have to join. You know, nobody's making you join. You will still be getting the same content on my channel publicly that I've always put up. It's just behind the scene things. It's a little extra for the members that would join the membership. I want to say thank you to the members that have already joined. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. And I just wanted to let you know about that, remind you about that. I will occasionally be mentioning it to, you know, remind you, or new members that comes in, remind them of what's going on, you know, and what they can participate in. And so yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited, you know, about the decor with dolls. I'm looking forward to some of you participating in that. I've already been told by a couple that they would try to participate in the decor with dolls, and I'm excited to see what you do and how you decorate for the theme. And I'm excited to share my decorations with you. It's just, all of this, guys, is just for fun. I don't want to let my channel become professional, which I'm a long way from that, but I'm just saying, I have seen some YouTube creators that as their channel grew, they became stars, you know. They were no longer themselves. They just, all they thought about was making content to get them a little bit more money. Yes, I am monetized. That helps, you know, helps me have a little bit of spending money. That's the way I'm able to purchase my dolls, is having a little spending money through YouTube. And I just thought I would add the membership. I've seen other people do it, and I thought I would add that. You know, if you don't want to join, that's fine. Or if you can't join, that's fine. You still will be getting everything I've been putting up. It's just those that does join the membership will get a little extra. So, I just wanted to tell you about that. I feel like that my anxiety is kind of calming down some. Maybe it has calmed down enough that I can go on with my day a little bit. I tell you earlier, by the time we got home earlier today, it was just, I don't like going through that. That's horrible. It's horrible, guys. Anxiety attacks are horrible, and I don't like going through them. I don't like having to go through them. And if I can avoid it, why shouldn't I avoid it? You know, I don't know. I just, anyway, I don't know how long the video is. I cannot, my eyes are bad, guys. With Fuchs dystrophy, cataracts, and sugar. All three working against me. My eyes are getting bad. I'd have to get right up to the camera to see what the minutes are. So I have no clue how long this video has been. But I did want to come on and have Rocking with Becca. I feel like that it's helped calm me some. I do use my videos for therapy a lot of times. And it just gives me a sense of normalcy, of doing my everyday things I do. And it just, you know, and just talking helps too. Just being able to talk helps. And so I wanted to come on and share everything with you today. And remind you of all the fun and exciting things that's going to be happening. Yeah, I'm trying. I want to make my channel interesting, where people want to come back and watch again. But I want to be true. I want to be real. I want to be me. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to try to do things just to make money on my YouTube channel. My main reason for being here is to have interaction and to have friendship and for therapy. Seriously. That is my main reasons to be able to share my sweet babies with people that, you know, has the same interest I do, because I have no one in my family, no one that has the same interest as I do, especially doll interest. And so to be able to come on and, you know, share my babies with you, people that are interested in the same things I am, that is just, it's awesome. It's therapy. It's just, it's what I need. And so I want to say thank you to each of you. Thank you to my new subscribers that have subscribed to me. Thank you so much. And to my happy peeps that's been there all the way through everything with me, thank you so much for coming back, for being a friend, for being there, for being a stability to me, a rock. I thank you so much for coming back time and time again, watching my videos. It means the world to me. It really does. You are my world, you know. And I can come on and chat with y'all and not feel anxiety. As a matter of fact, it calms my anxiety whenever I'm really worked up. So, but even though it has calmed my anxiety, it'll be a couple of days before I get completely over this. But anyway, I thank y'all for coming by. I thank you for stopping by and visiting with me today. And I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all are well, healthy, happy. And I just really appreciate each of you. And I'm going to let you go for now. And be looking forward to these exciting things that's going to be taking place, guys. So, yeah. I'm going to let you go. I hope you all have a great weekend. I love y'all. And I will talk with you all later. Bye.